This is set number 5982, Smash and Grab. It actually reminds me of an AC/DC song of the same name. And to spare you guys, I'm not going to sing it. But look it up yourselves. This is a Space Police set from 2010, 188 pieces, 2 minifigures, ages 7 to 14, and retails for $20. It's really low on the price per piece, considering that it's 178 pieces. Actually, what's weird about it, I misread it. It meant to say 188 pieces. I'm not reading this right today. I gotta get my ass checked. It's okay. I'll be fine. So it's actually around 9.5 pieces, or cents per piece, which is good. We like that. Alright. So, I don't have the instructions. I was going to show them the instructions, but I think I misplaced them. So I apologize for that. And I think we can still carry on with the review as is. This is from 2010, and that is the year of Space Police where it's more of a commando series. They're more organized, like a tougher version of Space Police, and they're actually not bad. Some of the sets are pretty cool, and this one, it's somewhere in between. First villain we have, the only one in the set, but the first minifigure that we have, he does have a name, Squidtron. He has the same exact head as Squidman and one of the minifigures in the collectible minifigure series, only that his printing is different. And his eyes, for some reason, are always printed to look off to the right. So maybe he's looking like, oh, maybe I can get away from him. He's got a very interesting torso, which has been used multiple times for different LEGO City sets, usually ones involving a marina. So you may recognize that torso right away. And it's a nice one. I like it. We'll spin him around, take a look on the back. Very basic back. And I like it. I like the look of it because it's something we don't see often, and, it's a pretty calm look for this, I guess you could say he's like a hot rod driver, or something of the like. He's kind of a thug. And today he's out to rob. And here we have our Space Police Commando. You can tell he's a commando because he has a difference in his printing on the torso, and he also has a different visor. This is a newer visor which is used multiple times in space, if you guys know. Collectible minifigure series, Alien Conquest, Galaxy Squad. It's also been used in World Racers, not a space theme, but still, just another place it's been used. You may recognize this head, because not too long ago, we mentioned that this head was used for Doc in Power Miners. And that's the same exact one. We get this multiple times, and we also have the same back printing too. We get this multiple times in Space Police sets, and I actually don't like that part. I've reviewed the Raid VPR from Space Police with practically the same minifigure. He has the same exact head, only on that one, it has it reversed. This is supposedly the front of his head, but it's not. So, bad move for LEGO on that, just to have the same head used. I don't mind its multiple use, but in the same series, and to call it, a different person, I don't know. I mean, how many times can you have the same, heads used? I don't know. I could take a look at Pirates, because that has, the same head used multiple times. But at least it's more diverse. I mean, they had a lot of options to choose from for 2010. They had ones from 2009 to use, and they had less sets for 2010 for Space Police, so they could have definitely used other head choices for the Commandos. Well, enough about that little rant. I hope it's not too big of a deal. We're going to put Squidtron back in here, and there is room inside to fit him. I'll just show you that part first. There's enough room in there. He's actually got a little bit of extra room, you can see from the hood area. So, he sits here with his steering wheel. We still got room if you want to add something in there, you could probably do that. But it's mainly just kept as an open space. And then that goes on top. You could just see over the top. I think you should get a booster seat or something, because I don't know how he drives like that. Now, the Space Police Commando doesn't have anything with him. If this counts as an object, possibly. This is the Asteroid Bank ATM. It has the structural design of an asteroid, which is basically all different kinds of slope pieces and arching pieces in different directions, which is reasonable because an asteroid is all different, shapes for the rock. Now, I guess on the bottom is a siren. It looks like a siren because it's usually used like one. We have a sticker on here to use for the ATM itself with different buttons, a card slot, and a small screen. We also get a glass screen here and another sticker on top for the Asteroid Bank ATM sign. And it's put on a 2x4 piece. We get a hook on top of here, and this back part opens up to reveal the $200. It's a pretty small for an ATM, I guess, to have $200 in there. Must be in a low part of town where exchange is not currently made. I don't know. So we have that part. Now the idea of the set is smash and grab. There's nothing you're actually smashing, but you are grabbing the ATM. You use this vehicle to hook up the ATM, and I guess Squidtron put the hook on here, otherwise it would be kind of silly to have the hook built in there just for it to be taken. So he hooks it on here, and he can drag it away. What I usually do, I hook it up and then have it place on the back. Because there is enough room on the back of here, you can sit it. However, it doesn't really hold the hook unless you move it around a bit. Or have it pop off. It's still okay to use in that way, because you still have the idea that he's captured it, and this commando is trying to get it back. I think he's going to lean more in reinforcement than that. So, taking a look at our vehicle, I'm going to assume this is like a space tow truck. Because why else would he have this? I mean, he definitely looks like he definitely looks a bit like the thug type, maybe someone who's into hot rods and, stylish cars. And this is one stylish car, I gotta say. It's actually a really nice space vehicle if you're talking about anything casual that's not, police related or, for exploration and such. If you're talking about taking a car on Earth and putting it into space form, this is really good. It's a good outcome for it. We got all these different fangs on the front, some nice, front details. We have these large pieces which can place on the front, and they have stickers on two of the sides, not all three of them. This also has stickers there. We also get a sticker for this side, and it matches up with a sticker on the hood. I mean, on the roof. This is the hood. I do like the yellow glass in here, because it reminds me of the very old space sets, like some of the ones that were first released. Some of those glass pieces were made in the translucent yellow. We have sides that include a wrench and just a normal blaster. Probably just your pistol and space type of weapon. And we have these extended rocket engines on the back, definitely made for escaping. And it's definitely a main part of the set, because if you look at the structure of this is your main cabin area, and this is the area that has the engines and whatever you're holding on the back of the, I guess maybe the flatbed exit section, maybe. But it's got a lot to it. I guess these would be lasers, but they also look like they'd just be like heavy-duty rocket engines. Considering the wings, these engine pieces, the grates, and these pieces as boosters, it's pretty well done. I actually like this model by itself a lot. I don't know, in the entire set if it's worth the $20, but it's still a really nice model. Now, we also get a second feature with the set other than the crane, which, by the way, has maximum 250,000, I guess. Well, it's more of a period than a comma, but I'm not sure. and it also has a $sign after it. That is on just the one side, and is a sticker. We do have an extra piece of this set. We get these two sections which move back and forth. These launch the flick fire missiles in the front. These little orange pieces are flick fire missiles. And here we go. Just test them out. So it's very easy to use and shoots it pretty far because we got it right up to the camera space. I think it's actually a really nice model. I look at this here and there and I thought, you know, 2010 Space Police is not as great as 2009, but it actually does have some perks. The Raid VPR is not one of my favorites for Space Police sets, but this is probably one of my more favorite ones. And granted, it's not just because I have a few, but because of seeing the other ones, they got some good potential. Plus, this one has a lot of purple pieces on it, which are always great to have. I always like getting purple pieces because they're so rare. I mean, there are very few times in the past where I've gotten purple pieces. And so when I get ones like this, it's pretty good to rejoice. So it's a nice little model. This would probably be a good ship to have as like a backup for, let's say, if someone else's ship breaks down, you know? And then, you know, another villain needs repairs. So you hook this up, maybe by this part, we can carry it away. So I could see some pretty good use with this set. It's also got good handle on it, so you won't have any worries about, you know, some pieces might fall off here and there, but actually it might not. I mean, if anything, these might if you really squeeze on it, but you're really not going to have a problem with that. It's pretty sturdy. You can even feel it. It's just a sturdy model, and it'll hold together well, and well detailed. I like the detail on the engines and the front, because it really has that kind of a tow truck punk feel to it. It just says, don't mess with me, but, you know, but it was also willing to lend a hand to, well, whoever's friendly to it. So, good looking set. I actually like this a lot. And I just wish that there was a little bit more that the policeman had, or maybe if there was, I don't know if you could really make a bank to go with this to still have the $20 price point, but maybe if there was a little bit of adjustment, so you have some extra, maybe one or two accessories, so we get closer to 200 pieces, but not breaking the $200, I mean the $20, sorry, price point. So, I give it a go. I don't know if it's something that you want to get particularly. A lot of the villains are unique to each set. Squidtron's only set you could find him in is this one. This set can go for about $20, $25, $9, $30, $14, $25. It's relatively in the same price zone, which is actually pretty good. So it hasn't decreased or increased in value since its release, or its discontinuation, for that matter. It's a nice one to pick up, but you might want to supplement it with some other stuff so you have an actual bank to work with, or more police to work with. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO set reviews. Ba-boom!